Welcome to Community Crossroads. We now hear from Ashley Scott with the Victoria I.S.D. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you for having me.
It is our pleasure. And so talk to us about the last month. I know the bond task force has reunited.
Right.
And so what have they been discussing? What do those bond discussions sound like?
Well, in June, on the 21st, our trustees let administration know that they wanted to hear more from the community, get more input on steps moving forward and creating a plan for our school district that would be supported by the community. And so we reconvened an expanded bond planning task force. Members of the previous task force were invited back. We had them invite community members, and then we also invited community members through social media posts to join this expanded bond task force. Over 2 weeks in June, we had 4 meetings where they were able to reflect on the information that was shared in the previous bond task force meetings, and then were engaged in conversations about what are the steps moving forward, what will the community support, what does the community want for their school district.
And I know that, the bond not passing must have been devastating for the Stroman Middle School community because they had all that STEM grant money headed their way. Has that changed?
That has not changed. So the school district and Stroman is moving forward with the Stroman STEM Academy and are making accommodations in the best way they can with the facilities that we have.
And what are the proposals looking like now? I hear there are 3 new potential options.
Right, so the reconvened bond planning task force reviewed 3 options. They stemmed from a VATRE, a voter approved tax rate election, and a bond. And those options are available to be viewed on the bond planning website. You can visit www.visd.net/bond task force / and the most recent 4 meetings are on there, as well as the PowerPoint slideshows that were shown, and so the community can go on. Actually, I encourage the community to go to the website. All the meetings are there, campus facility assessments are on there. All the information that members of the bond planning task force have been given to view is available on the website.
And why is it so important to get this community feedback from the district before going forward with what they're going to put on the ballot?
Yeah, it's so important to have community feedback because we want the community to support what the district is doing moving forward, and we need feedback. We need to know, what do you want for your school district, for the students that are in the school district. Having that community ownership in what's happening in your community is vital to the district.
Even if you don't have a family yet.
Right, because school districts are so important to a community and a city, and so for growth, for the future, for your friends' children, just the children in general, they are the future of Victoria, and so creating that foundation is super important.
And what else are you looking forward to with the start of the new year?
Just getting back to school, moving back to a normal school year with ceremonies and parties.
Convocation.
Yes, convocation is scheduled for Friday, August the 13th, so we're excited to see faces.
Well, excellent, Ashley. I want to thank you so much for coming on to the show, and I'm going to share the community meeting information, and here's the info for the meetings. The first one is at Stroman Middle School, and that's from 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday, July 21st, and the second one is the very next day on July 22nd at Shields Elementary, also from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and they're both at the cafeterias. And just like Ashley was saying, it's important to attend these meetings to provide feedback, because whether or not you have a family or if you do, the importance of our community's education is vital. And so we definitely want to hear from you. And now coming up, we hear from Emily Weatherly with the Cuero I.S.D. Education Foundation to see what they're up to in Cuero.